Today we are going to explain you the procedure for fixing sidecar to 500cc Royal Enfield Machismo. Now this sidecar is fitted onto the left side of the motorcycle. As per Indian norms, this norms for the traffic conditions, the sidecar goes on the left side. In Germany and other parts of Europe, the sidecar is fitted to the right side. Now, Pinky G, our head mechanic here, is an expert in fixing of these sidecars. He is going to explain us the basic the fitments of the sidecar which is attached. In order to fix the sidecar to the motorcycle, you need to use two jacks to hold the sidecar. Jack number 1, which is fitted onto the front part of the bike, and jack number 2 is behind, and it is resting on this rear of the sidecar supporting frame. The fitting number 2. It is a flange type fitting, and the flange part is fitted onto the middle of the sidecar with 4 holes on the either side of the flange. Then the additional fitting which goes onto the subframe is this one here, and it has the 4 nuts and bolts. And this is the mounting bracket which goes onto the center of the frame, which is then fastened at this point to hold the main sidecar. This is the main fitting of the sidecar. Of the sidecar. This one here is in the middle of the sidecar, and the attachment fitting to the motorcycle is down here. This is the attachment fitting, and then it is you have to remove the front left hand side footrest, and in place will go the fitting number 3. Cut of the sidecar. Fitting number 4 is behind the supporting frame, and it is attached onto the subframe here with nuts and bolts. Then the attachment fitting is down here, fitting number 4, and it is, in order to fix this here, you need to undo your rear footrest and then attach fitting number 4 into the place of rear footrest. Cut. Fitting number 5. Fitting number 5, bolt on bracket is fixed on behind the fitting number 4, and part of the fitting is fitting number 5 is here. In order to fix this, you need to undo the nuts and bolts of the rear shock absorbers on the left hand side, and then fix the fitting number 5. The sidecar fitting is attached to the motorcycle in a specific order. The first fitting we want to fix on to the sidecar is the flange type fitting. There are 2 gaskets in order to dampen the friction. These gaskets are cut off from rubber and leather sheet, which we have done ourselves here, and which didn't come from the factory. Putting the 4 nuts and bolts on the flange type fitting on the sidecar, we are now ready to slide the L-type fitting into the bracket which is mounted onto the center of the frame. अब आप करते हुए देखो. You need to hold the sidecar and then push it into the mounting brackets, and it slides all the way in. And from the other side, here you have to then put the main bolt on and fasten it fully. Now we are going to mount fitting number 2 onto the sidecar. This is the one which is going onto the rear shock absorbers. Fitting number 3 onto the sidecar. Sorry. Not good. Number 3 is going to be attached to the rear footrest.
I went back to the old place and then I followed the same trail which I followed yesterday.
Sorry.
I was like 25 to is very easy.
We are attaching the fitting number 4 onto the sidecar. This is the dampener fitting with clamp, securing with nuts and bolts, and all the fitments till now we have installed. Most of them we have kept the nuts and bolts on the, haven't fully fastened them, because after fixing all the 5 fittings we need to do the final alignment of the sidecar, and in order to do so we have kept few of the nuts and bolts. We haven't fastened them fully.
You got the money, right? मैंने कर दिया था आपको। हेलमेट मेरे ठीक ठाक वाली गाड़ी में रह गया, पर मैं किसी के साथ गया था और मेरे को तो वापस जाना तो बहुत टाइम हो जाता है। मैं कैब से सीधे यहीं आ गया बीच में। मैंने कहा या तो कैसे मेरा हेलमेट तो घर पे पड़ा है,
हम आपको दे देंगे,
आप ये दे दीजिएगा, मैं घर पे रख दूंगा, मैं लेके दौड़ने वाला जाऊंगा।
तो देखता हूँ आपके पैसे को क्या।
जी
ये अब आपको ना ये पूरी कसने के बाद लगेगा ये?
नहीं
हाँ,
बस पूरा टाइट नहीं करना, हल्का ही टाइट करना है।
In order to fit it onto the front fork leg here attachment, first we have cut out a rubber tube so that in order to avoid scratch marks onto the fork leg, and then with the clamp we attach the fitting to the front fork. We are going to attach fitting number 5. This is the last fitting of the sidecar. and it is first we need to fix it onto the place of the front footrest. In place of the front footrest. And the attachment bracket is right in the center of the tubular frame of the sidecar. Are kept loose except the flange type fitting. Flange type fitting, all nuts bolts are fully fastened. Rest other fitting nuts and bolts are kept loose because final adjustment and alignment of the motorcycle has to be done. In order to do so, we have kept them loose.